indices. After giving a gap down opening yesterday, we have seen a strong recovery with the Europe and the Asia session. We have seen Germany hitting the record levels here, while the US indices also continue to trade bullish. Can we expect this bull run to continue today as well, or the prices have peaked and we are looking forward to a reversal? What should be our strategy in order to profit trading the S&P 500, Nasdaq, Dow, Germany 40 and FTSE 100? We are going to see with the help of charts and indicators. This is the first update for the day, and here in this update, all in our every update, we not only give you the levels but also give you the reasoning. We do a live analysis and arrive at the levels at which you can take a trade and trade with profit. This also develops your understanding. That do not miss to watch both the updates every day. Subscribe, press the bell icon, do like, share and comment, join the free Telegram channel for live market updates, and join the channel memberships here on YouTube to support the effort. Let's start. First we look into S&P, followed with Nasdaq, then Dow, in the end Germany 40, and lastly FTSE 100. Watch till the end. S&P on the hourly charts, after hitting the highs here close to 597275, we have seen it retracing now towards the 20 period, which is offering it a very good support. 5940, 5935 indeed is a very good support for S&P here, because below this we are looking forward to the next target at 5920 and 5900 levels. And if at all it trades below 5900, that is the point of time you can confirm that the bears are back. Because see, so far for last few sessions we have seen S&P trading in this bullish channel. Thus it is very important for S&P to trade below 5900 and 5880 levels. Yesterday also I have mentioned this, again today the same levels gonna hold good. Stochastic has come to an oversold zone, while the MACD crossing over here for a sell, slight bearish sign it is. RSI has dropped. Coming to 2-hour chart, on the 2-hour charts, S&P after hitting the highs here trying to reverse. I'll wait for it to trade below 5935 and then expect 5920 levels, and then 5920, 5910 and 5900, three key levels here. Below this it could show you an extreme drop towards 5880, 5850. Stochastic looking down, MACD has crossed over here. It is trading with moderate bullishness as of now. The RSI is comfortable. On the 3-hour chart, see, first reversal candle is seen, and now it is just trading in a range bound zone. It has to break below 5935, 5920 levels in order to confirm more bearishness. Yes, possible it could try to drop here, as this could be the first reversal candle, and then series of bearish candles might follow here, which could be like this, where it could try to trade to a symmetry moving towards 5910, 5900 levels possibly. But right now it is not showing such aggressive bearishness. Stochastic overbought, MACD almost flat, the RSI almost flat. On the 4-hour charts also similar observation. See, every rise offsets with a retracement, and here also it could try to retrace. But then again, till 5900 should not be treated as bearish. The stochastic overbought, MACD is trading with moderate bearishness, RSI is at top here. Coming to the daily. On the daily charts, you can see S&P is trading in this bullish channel, higher highs, higher lows, and it is possible that once it breaches yesterday's high 5970.75, we can expect it to move towards 6000 levels, which is a critical resistance zone, psychological number which it has to break in order to confirm the bullishness here. Right now I can see a possible reversal or a retracement. However, as I said, 5900, 5880 is you should watch out for. Below this it should turn bearish, and then possibly a massive slump could be seen here. Yes, below 5880 we can expect 5850 and then 5820 levels. But right now it is not showing aggressive bullishness. Stochastic overbought, MACD is at the peak here. I have shared this several times. Look at the levels. These levels we have never seen on the daily charts. RSI overbought is it. So looking at this, I'll recommend you to buy here at sell here at 5935 levels. Expect it to move towards 5920, 5910 and 5900. Once 5900 is taken, expect 5880, 5876 zone, and then 5850 should appear. Below 5850 it's 5820. Chances for such a strong drop, right now it is not showing any move. It needs to have some trigger for this to show such a great reversal. On the upside now, I'll recommend a buying entry at 5958 levels. Expect 5966, 5975 and then 59, or rather I'll say 6000 levels should appear. Beyond 5975, ideally I'll be looking forward to 6000, the critical number for it to break beyond. Take your trades accordingly. Let's move to Nasdaq. Likewise with Tech 100 hitting the highs here close to 21,500. We have seen it reversing, now taking the support from the 20 period. Now once it stays below 21,340, take a sell for 21,300, and below 21,300 we can look forward to a good down move all the way towards 21,240, 200 levels. 21 270 is also one of the support, but ideally I'll be looking forward to 21,200. Now, once it trades below 21,300 zone, below 21,200, it is going to deliver a massive down move, possibly towards 21,000 levels. But right now, it is too early to conclude with that. It is not showing such great bearishness. Stochastic oversold, MACD just crossing over for sell, slight bearish sign. It is RSI has dropped as well. On the 2 hour charts, and you see the observation is more or less same. See, after hitting the highs here, first bearish candle, second in making, possibly this could slide towards 21,300 very soon, and below 21,300 is where the bears might try to take over. Expect 21,240, 200, 160, and towards one, or rather below 21, 160, 150, it is going to slide all the way towards 21,000 levels possibly. Stochastic looking down, the MACD is crossed over and it is trading with moderate bullishness. As of now, it is not showing signs of reversal, because see, this is coming after a good retracement, so this might continue here in this green zone, and that is why I say till 21,200 do not trade. This is bearish. RSI looking downwards on the 3 hour charts, and you see similar observation. See, flat top and a reversal, and the current candle also closing in red, and thus below 21,300 more bearishness should prevail. Now with the next candle, if you see Tech 100 below 21,300, stay short. But then I will say till 21,200 and 160, you have to remain extremely cautious with the sales. Stochastic looking down, MACD flat, RSI flat. On the 4 hour chart, similar observation here on the 4 hour chart. See, after hitting the highs, it is trying to show slight reversal, and specifically you can sell here at 21,340 itself. Expect 21,300 at least to be there. 21,300, 280 should be a first support zone, 240, 200 the next, and once it trades below 21,200 and 160, you can stay short. This time possibly we are seeing 21,000 levels. Right now it is not showing such aggressive bearishness. Stochastic overbought, MACD is slightly bearish, and RSI is almost flat. Coming to daily chart. On the daily chart, see yesterday what has happened. We have seen lower lows here, and today it has started on a bullish note and it is trying to erase. Now this zone is getting critical till 21,200. Do not treat this as bearish. Below 21,200 is where we can see the bearishness here. Specifically below 21,150, 160 is where the bears are waiting all the way towards 21,000. See, we have seen a good bullish move in Tech 100 so far. It could possibly reverse, but right now it is not showing any signs of reversal. Stochastic overbought, MACD extremely bullish, RSI extremely overbought. So things are slightly overbought here for Tech 100. And now we have seen the charts and indicators. Before I give you the levels, see how easily we have arrived at the levels in this live analysis in this 2 to 3 minutes of update. You can also get the same expertise with the help of tools, techniques, and strategies which we teach in our mentorship batch. Join the 33rd mentorship batch starting 2nd of June, and it is very important to invest in your learning first, because that is the only investment which will reap you profits throughout your life. Else everything is secondary. Yes, but what most of us do is first trade by our own, then lose in markets, and then try to invest in learning. Don't commit the same mistake. First invest in learning, because, and yes, I do have a signals channel to offer where you can trade as per the signals and make hundreds of points every day. But yes, still I'll say first invest in learning, and still you can be part of my signals channel as well, where you can trade as per the signals and profit daily. Connect with me for your queries. Write an email or ping me or telegram. And yes, if you once you have a trade in place, it is also important to have a trusted broker where you can execute the trade with safety, where the withdrawals and deposits are easier and hassle free, where you can not only get a swap free account but also with lowest spreads if you join through the link, and no hidden charges as well. Join the recommended broker and trusted broker. Enjoy trading. Now looking at this, the selling entries are pretty clear at 21,340, where you can expect it to trade bearish towards 21,300. Very good support at 21,300. 280 will be seen, and then 21,240 and 200 till 21,150, 160, the next target zone. It is going to get a very strong support. Below 21,150, 160, I think it is going to land at 21,000. Possibility exists that it could reverse completely. On the upside, now the buying entries are only, I'll recommend at 21,440, where you can expect 21,480, 500. If it trades beyond 21,500, stay bullish for 21,650, 21,710 and 21,800 levels very soon. Take your trades accordingly. Let's move to Dow Jones. US30, after hitting the highs close to 42,880, 900, we have seen it now reversing, and it has come down to the support zone here. Now it is very important for US30 to trade below 42,700 and 600 zone. Only and only if it trades below 42,700, 600, you can expect further downside, further bearishness here. Till 42,600, it has got very strong support. Below this, expect it to move towards 42,400 possibly. Stochastic at bottom, the MACD has just crossed over, which is slight bearish sign, and it could continue here on the downside. RSI just coming out of the overbought zone. Look at the 2-hour charts. On the 2-hour charts, after hitting the high, this is the reversal sign. Clear reversal sign, one bearish candle. Let it stay below 42, 680, 700 zone, and then expect 42, 600, 620 at the next target. Below this, expect more bearishness to prevail. Stochastic looking down, MACD is in green, that is a sign for bullishness, and RSI is already at top. On the 3-hour, now US30 on the 3-hour chart, see this candle hardly showed any move here, and now it is very important for US30 to trade below 42, 700, 680 zone. Below this, expect 42, 600, 620 as the next milestone, and if it trades below 42, 600, possibly we are seeing or going to see 42, 400. Stochastic overbought, MACD is still bullish here, and the RSI is also at top here. On the 4-hour charts, also similar observation, see higher lows and higher highs. Let it break here. As long as it stays above 42,600, do not treat this as bearish. Now see, every rise offsets it with a drop towards 20 period. 20 period sitting at 42,400 makes it a very good support. Though the stochastic is overbought, while the MACD and RSI is still having room for further rise. Coming to daily. On the daily charts, it has started the day on a slight bearish note, but it is not that it cannot break out. If you see, it is staying beyond 20, 42, 880, 900 zone, is stay bullish for 43,000 in, and this time if it breaks 43,000 levels, I think we are going to see 43,220 and 43,340 levels at the next target. Beyond this, extreme bullishness should be seen here. Moving averages crossing over here is a good sign for the bulls. Also, higher lows and higher highs are seen, and it is showing a slight narrowing triangle. Narrowing triangle suggests diminishing bullishness, and this also calls for a reversal, but I'll not treat this as bearish as long as 42,400 and then 42,250 levels are not taken. Stochastic overbought, MACD is at highs here, it is overbought slightly, RSI is at top. So looking at this, what I'll recommend, see the buying entries now are limited. If you see it, yes, you can buy at 42,818 levels and expect it to move towards 42,880, 900. Only bullishness is above 42,900, where we can expect 43,000 and then 43,220, 43,350 levels should be there as the next targets. On the downside, I will recommend a selling entry now at 42, 700, 680 zone. Rather, I'll say 42, 680 you can sell. Expect it to move towards 42,600, 620 as a very good target zone. 42,500 as the next, and 42,400 as the third. Below 42,400, it is going to crash strongly. Take your trades accordingly. Let's move to Germany. See, DAX yesterday breached 24,000 and kept moving all the way towards 24,100 levels. Now, after hitting the highs, it is trying to reverse. It may possibly land at the 20 period moving average 23,950, and this zone between 23,950 and 23,880 is going to be a pretty strong support zone. If at all DAX trades below this, then we can expect it to move towards 23,800, and then in fact it could land all the way towards this, because see, every rise offsets with a drop towards the support zone here towards 23,650, 670. Stochastic looking down, MACD just crossing over for sell, RSI coming out of the overbought zone here. Coming to 2-hour chart, series of bearish candles, and now I'll wait for it to stay below 23,970, 950 and then 900 levels. Till I'll say till 23,880, it has got very strong support. Stochastic looking down, the MACD is in green, the RSI is coming out of the overbought zone. On the 3-hour chart, similar observation here. Yes, a good swing is seen, and the current candle now looking downwards. So possibly once you see it is staying below 23,970, you can take a sell. And then expect it to head lower, though it is not showing any weakness as of now. MACD is still having room, while the stochastic and RSI are looking downwards. On the 4-hour, similar observation. On the 4-hour chart, see higher highs, lower lows, and once it trades below 23,970, take a sell for 23,920, 880, and then 23,800. Below 23,800, it may slump sharp all the way towards 23,650, but right now it is not showing any such bearishness. Stochastic overbought, while the MACD and RSI is still having room for further rise. Coming to daily chart. Now on the daily charts, you can see it is forming a nice curve, and this could be the cusp of it. So it has to come out to cusp of it. You have to see it trading below 23,650, 600 zone. Below this, you can say a greater correction should follow. Right now, it is not showing such bearishness. Stochastic rising, MACD at top, and the RSI is at the top as well. So looking at this, what I'll recommend a buying entry at 24,050 can be taken for 24,085, 24,100. If it trades about 24,100, we are looking forward to 24,189, and beyond 24,189, it is going to land all the way towards 24,320 levels. If these levels are taken, I think sky is the limit. That is the only limit which it can break beyond. On the downside, I will now recommend a selling entry at 23,970. Expect 23,900 as the first target zone, 23,800 as the second, 800,820 as the second. And if this is taken, then it may crash sharp all the way towards 23,720, 23,650, 670 zone as the next support zone. Take your trades accordingly. Let's move to FTSE100. See, FTSE100 breached the critical resistance at 87.20 yesterday, moved towards 87.50. Now it is trying to reverse or erase some of the gains from yesterday, but I'll say now, previously the resistance now should be the support. So only selling entry I'll now recommend is at 87.15 levels, and below that you can expect 86.95, 8700 as the very good support. If 86.95, 8700 zone is taken, then we can expect bearishness towards 86.80, 86.60, and if that is taken, then you can say now this is a reversal. Stochastic oversold, MACD trying to cross over for sell, bearish sign it is. RSI is sticking at the top here. On the 2-hour chart, see, this could be a possible reversal sign, but for this to confirm this, I'll see the FTSE100 trade needs to trade below 87.15 levels, and then expect 86.95, 8700, and then lower levels should appear. See, every rise offset with a drop, and this could not be other exception here. It could all move all the way towards 86.50 possibly. Yes, the indicators are now trying to cool down after a good rise yesterday. On the 3-hour chart, similar observation. However, wait for it to trade below the critical support levels, which will confirm further downside here. Yes, this is slightly overbought, and thus it calls for a little pullback. And the same is on the 4-hour charts as well. Coming to the daily, on the daily charts, similar observations. The preceding candles comes with bigger tails. Now bigger tails suggest a good support here, and that is why we can see a pullback, but this also calls for a pullback on the downside. Every rise offsets with a little drop, and this could not be other exception. As you can see, FTSE100 is trading in this channel here, so a possible drop cannot be denied. However, I'll say till 86.95 and 86.80, be careful with the sells here. Stochastic overbought, MACD is still rising, RSI top. So looking at this, what I'll recommend, a buying entry has to be only above 87.40 levels, where you can expect 87.54 and then 87.68. Below 87, beyond 87.68, it is going to land all the way towards 87.82 and then 8800 levels. Beyond 8800, sky is the limit on the upside. On the downside, take a selling entry at 87.15, expect 86.95, 8700 as the first target levels. And then below 86.95, it's 86.80, below 86.80, 86.60, and then 86.35, 86.20 levels should appear. Below that, it could head towards a greater correction towards 85.40 levels very, very soon. Take your trades, take your positions accordingly. Like, share, subscribe, and comment. Join my mentorship batch, join my signals channel. Reach out to me for your queries, join the free Telegram channel for live market updates, and join the channel memberships here on YouTube to support the effort. Thank you. Have a great profitable trading day ahead. Thank you.